today on 15 on 15.
Etihad Air has announced the airline will be back in operation. Plus, if you are trying to stay in shape, choose a comedy movie to watch over a sad, sappy one. We'll tell you why. And students' creativity will be on display this Saturday for the Academy of Arts and Design's open house. Thank you for joining us. I'm Yentl Lieuw. Aruba's Etihad Air airline is set to resume operations again after a period of closure. Etihad Air has obtained the renewal of its air operator certificate. With the certificate, the airline is working to start flying again after a period of ceased operations. Etihad's operations had been negatively impacted with the delay of Venezuelan currency being exchanged. The company has said to have reorganized during this period and is preparing to restart operations soon that are strategically less dependent on the Venezuelan market. Etihad Air has been preparing a payment plan for its creditors, which has been under supervision of the administrator appointed by the Aruban court. Etihad Air will soon announce starting dates as well as destinations. Kidneys are vital organs. Once damaged, patients most likely have to undergo dialysis treatment. The Department of Health reveals information regarding the statistics of dialysis on the island.
We have about 150 persons that are taking a dialysis at least 3 times a week, sometimes less, sometimes more. And we have quite a few in the pre-dialysis phase. So that entails that if they do not take care of their kidney, sooner or later they will wind up on the machine. Be sure that you are not one of those persons. If you have high blood pressure, you have problems with high levels of sugar or blood glucose, and if you have a family member or more, or it runs in the family about kidney disease, be sure that you check regular. But it's regular at least once a year if you're above the age of 35-40.
March 12th is World Kidney Day. On this day, you are encouraged to raise your glass of water and celebrate your kidneys. Shopping in Aruba for locals and tourists is about to get better. Zara is scheduled to be open in Main Street by the end of this year. These are the finalized plans for Zara Aruba. Investors of the store set to be opened in Aventura Mall sees plenty of potential on the island, reason being why they chose this particular location.
They see a big opportunity because all the people that visit Aruba every day and in the Caribbean, Zara is not known as much as in Europe or America. So they consider Aruba a very good point to establish the brand.
It is the diverse tourism markets Aruba brings over that was the deciding factor for the investors to choose this island over others.
Because Aruba has kept every country in the Caribbean, like Venezuela, Colombia, Brazil, have many visitors here. Many more than the Bahamas or Jamaica. And we in the Latin America market, they look very well, Zara. And there is no here. It's time to bring it.
The design layout for Zara is completed. The architects say the store will be a big production.
Zara is going to be big. It's going to take 4 stories. 1 story of 790 square meters. And they bring in the first story lady, second story lady, third story men, Zara men, and fourth story kids.
We'll be right back. Stay with us. After the break, a sex toy company is taking sexual selfies to a whole new level. Details next. tuned to 15 on 15. If you are watching your weight and being careful about what you eat, then stay away from action or sad movies. Here's why. The Notebook is a super chick flick that gets the audience in tears. A new study says if you are looking to drop a few pounds, then don't watch movies like these. Apparently, watching super sad movies might make you gain weight. New research reveals tear-jerking movies like The Notebook and The Fault in Our Stars make us drown our sorrows in lots of unhealthy snacks. A study that was published last fall found that action movies get people to chow down more than bland interview shows. But in a research letter, the same group of scientists revealed that movie snacking might be emotional in nature because sad movies caused people to eat more too. Researchers from Cornell University examined discarded popcorn at movie theaters. They weighed the popcorn and counted the number of boxes of popcorn that were thrown out in 20 American cities. After crunching the numbers, they found that people who bought popcorn ate more of it when watching a sad movie versus watching a comedy. In the studies, sad movie watchers ate between 28 to 55% more popcorn than those who went to see a comedy. It turns out the distress that comes from fast-paced action movie scenes or emotional, weepy moments distracts you from how much you are really eating. Switching over to another lifestyle topic, I'm about to give you an excuse to indulge in more than 1 cup of coffee a day. Drinking a few cups of coffee a day may help people avoid clogged arteries, which is a known risk factor for heart disease. Korean researchers studied more than 25,000 male and female employees who underwent routine health checks at their workplace. Employees who drink a moderate amount of coffee, let's say 3 to 5 cups a day, were less likely to have early signs of heart disease on their medical scans. This study has led to the reopening of the debate on whether coffee is good for the heart. Selfies are apparently very popular, more popular than we all thought perhaps. A sex toy company has released a vibrator for women to take selfies of, well, themselves. The selfie camera vibrator is real and lets you take vagina selfies. Zvakom Gaga Intimate Selfie Camera Vibrator is the name of the device. The purple vibrator has a camera attached. It is made specifically for sexting purposes. The multi-speed 4-inch long vibrator has an HD camera and lights on the internal end to allow for high-resolution photography upon insertion of the device. Snapping a photo or recording a video are also possibilities. The vibrator even syncs with Apple's FaceTime feature. Now that would be an interesting FaceTime session. Now the product does sound a lot like a medical device than one for female pleasure use. Nonetheless, the device is retailed for $194 and get this, they are currently sold out. Let's take a very quick break. This is what we have coming up next. Indulge in animations, films, and 3D sculptures this Saturday at the Academy of Arts and Design. The Academy of Arts and Design in Aruba wants to prove to prospective students that a career can be made out of this field. For the island to have an institute right here gives not only the students an option to further their education here, but more importantly, it allows Aruba's culture to grow and prosper. On Saturday, the Academy of Fine Arts and Design in Aruba will showcase the students' animation work, films, 3D sculptures, and much more. The Academy is growing. More students are registering for the preparatory course with every passing year. Glenn Codine, the director of the Academy, stresses that a profession can stem from arts and design.
Open House is to inform students from Aruba and abroad that what art and design is about, and that it's not just for fun, but that is also that you can get a real profession with it. Like your studio, it needs to be designed, how it looks, the clothes you're wearing, jewelries, all the things we know around us are part of design and art. And that is this profession about. So it's not like not earning money. It's really you have the possibility to earn money.
Arts and design mean different things to different people, but in retrospect, we are all impacted by these two elements in our everyday lives.
It's important because arts and design, it helps people to identify themselves. It makes people feel at home. It makes people feel happy. You know, if you have when you buy a nice dress, it's beautiful, you feel beautiful too. If you have a nice interior in your house, you feel nice and beautiful too. If you have a nice painting or sculpture, you look at it every day and you get this smile.
I like art and design because I believe art is everywhere around us, and the possibilities to grow in it, to know yourself, to know your community, to engage with your community through art and design is essential because it lets you express yourself, it lets you express the cultures, it lets you just broaden your mind.
The open house is to encourage students to register for the preparatory course.
Preparatory, you need to have a portfolio, or when you want to start in a bachelor school. So most students, when they did their HAVO or VWO, they don't have, or high school, they don't have the right portfolio. They have very little work. And if they want to enter the bachelor, then you have this portfolio. So with the preparatory, we prepare them to make this portfolio, and then they have a much higher chance to be able to enter the bachelor school.
Visitors will have quite the experience on Saturday's open house.
They can expect, things beyond this world because, when you talk about imagination, it can go so much further. And the way these students have developed over the 6 months is amazing. Some have not been able to draw, but now are very fluent in drawing, very fluent in the language of art and design. And they now know exactly what their interests are and how they want to develop it and how it can be a career for them and even a career here in Aruba.
The open house will take place at the Academy of Arts and Design on Wilhelminastraat. It all begins at 9 a.m. and will run until 8 p.m. this Saturday.